Well, it is the biggest night of the year for New South Wales greyhound racing fans. It is the Golden Easter Egg of 2014, and we're going to preview this exciting race which comes up this Saturday night. Ben Damon here with Adam Pengilly. Adam, well, you're coming off a very strong base after picking a very difficult quaddie for us last week.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, Ben. The funny thing is we're not tipping too many of our on-top selections are winning in the quaddie leagues. We're playing just wide enough in that quaddie to add some real value with our second and third picks. Looking forward to the Golden Easter Egg final on Saturday night. Probably not the makeup of the final we might have expected at the start of the series. We're going to be a cracking final on Saturday night. Really looking forward to how it's run, and Buckle Up Wes is definitely a deserved favourite in my mind.
Yeah, most certainly. We're going to go through runner by runner for this field for the Golden Easter Egg. Let's have a look at what the market with Sportingbet is doing for this Group 1 race. It's $250,000 to the winner, of course, and with Sportingbet you get best tote plus 5% on all Group 1 greyhound races in Australia. There you go, $2.20. Buckle Up Wes. It is our favourite. We've got $4.40 for a last start winner in Evil Punk, which draws the 6. Now we're going to go through each of these. We'll start with the 1, Buckle Up Wes.
Yeah, deserved favourite, Ben. He's been really good throughout this series. I liked his run last week. You've swapped boxes with Magic Display. He probably wins that race. He's 4 from 4 from the red, has blinding early speed at Wentworth Park to the first turn. Deserved favourite and probably the greyhound to beat in the race.
Yeah, Tonk was a winner last week as well. It goes from the 2.
Yeah, been very good throughout this series, Ben. 29.87 and 29.81. My big concern for him in this race is where he's going to be in relation to Buckle Up Wes and Ollie Bale going to the first turn. If he doesn't step cleanly and really flies the lids in the first 20 or 30 metres, he might get caught in a bit of a jam, but definitely a winning chance as well.
And Ollie Bale is one of those from the Daily Kennel.
I really like this greyhound, Ben. He's been on the improve, a typical team Daily greyhound who might look like a second-level sprinter coming into the series, but just improves with racing at Wentworth Park. He's a knockout in the race for mine and a definite winning chance as well.
Warrior King's a surprise being there. Do you give it a chance?
Yeah, Warrior King's been going okay, Ben. Hasn't been running the blinding times of late. My big concern for him is the draw on Saturday night. Ollie Bale tends to sort of drift off the rails a little bit going through the first turn, and on his outside, Magic Display fires the lid, so I'm going to prepare to bet around him on Saturday night.
Yeah, what about that dog, Magic Display?
Yeah, fairy tale story in the race. Been absolutely super in both the heat and semi-final, running pretty good time. The difficult thing is going to be trying to lead greyhounds like Buckle Up Wes and Ollie Bale for her. If she does run 5.35, 5.36 for the first marker, she can, but from the draw, I think it might be a bit hard task on Saturday night.
You've had a bit of joy with Evil Punk over the last few weeks. What do you think about the chances this week, though?
Yeah, he's been a superb greyhound, Ben. I'm a bit worried about the draw. If he'd drawn boxes 1, 2 or 3, I might be really happy to charge into him on Saturday night, but drawing a little bit out wider on the track, I can see 1 or 2 of these other greyhounds leading him into the first turn, and his winning chances from there are going to be very difficult, I think.
Number 7 is Jordan Allen.
Hasn't run blinding time so far in the series, Ben, but a greyhound I definitely wouldn't be leaving out of my trifectas and first fours. Tends to get back in its races, so drawing wide is probably not going to be too much for concern. I reckon it'll definitely run it in the top 3 or top 4 on Saturday night.
And Hawk Alone ran a big race last week.
Yeah, we know how good he was back in the past. I don't think he's going quite as good as he was maybe 6 or 12 months ago. Drawing out wider on the track, there's going to be plenty of greyhounds going to lead him into the first turn. I think he's probably a midfield at best finish.
Okay, and the reserves are Ritza Hattie and Hurricane Rhino. Do you give either of them a chance if they get a start?
Well, possibly. If Ritza Hattie gets into the field and draws a box, she's definitely a chance. She's a class greyhound. Hurricane Rhino, probably not, but I doubt there's going to be too many scratchings on Saturday night.
Okay, take us through your selections for the Golden Easter Egg final.
I'm going to go with the favourite, Ben. Number 1, Buckle Up Wes. I think you've got to try and keep this very simple. He's the best greyhound in the race. He's got the best box. Boxers win big feature race finals, and I think Buckle Up Wes is definitely the greyhound to beat. I wanted to go through some of his stats to see if he's going to make use of box 1. He's had 7 runs at Wentworth Park, and in 6 of those runs, he's won 5.41 or better to the first marker, which is absolutely incredible. The only time he didn't run less than that was in the semi-final of Vic Peters series when he got beat by Evil Punk when he drew out wider on the track. To me, that suggests he's going to make full use of box 1. I've got him leading this race, and from there on in, he's going to be very hard to run down. The $2.20, I'm not overly excited about the price. If he got out to around $2.50, $2.60, I could really step in and have a crack at him. But around the $2.20, I'm going to wait as long as I possibly can to jump time and see if we can get a better price. But he's definitely the greyhound to beat in the race, so I think the prize we're going back to Tasmania. Now, my knockout is number 3, Ollie Bale. This greyhound's been going sensational in the series so far. He's drawn box 3 again. He could potentially lead this race, and he does tend to roll off a little bit going into the first turn. If he jumps well as in the first 2 and rolls off a little bit, cause a whole lot of havoc for those greyhounds on his outside. I've thrown in number 6, Evil Punk, for 3rd. Like I mentioned earlier, a little bit harder his task from drawing out wider on the track on Saturday night. And number 7, Jordan Allen, should add some value to your first 4s. So my numbers are 1, 3, 6 and 7.
Okay, that is the big one. That is the Golden Easter Egg final. It is the third leg of the quaddie, but we're going to go through the other three legs. The first of them, it is a very good race. It's a Group 1, the Association Cup final. This is the way that they look, and Zalia Allen, $1.75 favourite. Last week, not only broke the 7:20 track record, but also the 280-metre record, so Zalia Allen, very tough to beat.
Yeah, nice suggestion she was vulnerable last week, Ben. Who was I to say that? Definitely learnt my lesson this week. Number 2, Zalia Allen on top for me. Ran 41.53, took 2/10 off the track record last week. It was an absolutely super run. The funny thing is I think she's got room for improvement as well. I think she can get better as she has more goes over the 720-metre trip. She's drawn ideally between two moderate beginners. Not overly keen at the $1.75. She got out to even money, could have a real lash then, but she's clearly the greyhound to beat in the race. A quick mention for number 3, Sweet It Is. This greyhound might be one we chuck in our quaddie for a bit of insurance outside of Zalia Allen. Absolutely superb last week, taking greyhound off Dinah Willow, and she got hampered starting the second lap as well there. If she steps a little bit cleaner, she's a real knockout for mine. My numbers in the race are number 2, Zalia Allen to win, from 3, Sweet It Is, 4, Dinah Willow, and 8, Infinite Wish.
The second leg of the quaddie is a listed race. It is the Ultra Sense final. This is the way that they look, and where are you going here?
Very keen on number 1, Awesome Project, Ben. I thought he was super last week when he chased down Stilton Blue after drawing wide. It's a very hard task to chase a greyhound like that when he's running that sort of time. I loved his run before that in the Golden Easter Egg heat when he drew wide and finished midfield behind Buckle Up, whereas he did a power of work on that occasion. Back to box 1 here. I think he gets a suck run up along the rails here. He should be too strong for him late. Very, very keen on Awesome Project on Saturday night. Just a quick mention for number 4, Smashing Sally as well. She's a greyhound that can be a little bit hard to catch at times. I don't mind the draw here. She's got plenty of early speed when she does jump. She might be the blowout in the race, but my numbers are number 1, Awesome Project to win, from 4, Smashing Sally, 8, Stilton Blue, and 5, Ritza Raider.
So the third leg is the Golden Easter Egg. The fourth leg is this race, the free-for-all. It's race number 8 on Saturday night at Wentworth Park. Let's have a look at the field. Well, if you look towards the outside, we've got the greyhound that I backed to win the whole thing, Iona Tokyo, and your Golden Easter Egg tip, Red Road.
This is what usually happens, Ben. Our greyhounds we tip to win the series before the heats usually end up running in a free-for-all on final night, so it shows you how good we're going. Number 3, Calm Model for mine here, Ben. Hopefully at a really big price as well. I think you have to completely forget she went around in a Golden Easter Egg heat when she drew awkwardly and got poleaxed going to the first turn. 2 starts prior to that, she ran really fast time. I think the draw is absolutely perfect for her on Saturday night here. She's drawn outside a greyhound like Premier Moz, who crashes towards the rails. On her outside, Graydon's got absolutely no speed. Hopefully at some sort of price, Calm Model can bounce back to form and get the chocolates for us. Number 6, Red Road, is the big danger in the race, drawn out wide on the track. I put him in for second. Number 1, Double Trigger for third, and 8, Zipping Willow for fourth. My numbers are 3, 6, 1, and 8.
Okay, Adam, time to get your best bet of the night.
Go on to the Amber Solely, Ben. Race 3, number 3, Dinah Nayland. I liked his run in the Easter Egg semi-final last week. I think he's much better drawn on the inside here. Should be able to save some ground, weave a passage through them, and be too strong late.
And your best value of the night?
Race 2, number 2, Zipping Western in the maiden final. I almost fell off my chair when I saw this greyhound was $9 in early markets. Brasco Khan is the $4 favourite in the race. Now, Zipping Western gave him windburn in a heat, running 29.62 a couple of weeks ago. He's just got to dodge a wide runner on his inside, and he can run a huge race at around $9.
Okay, we'll have a look at that. Now, take us through the quaddie. Very successful last week.
Yeah, we weren't too bad. We're going to play pretty narrow in the first 3 legs, actually. So in the first leg, we'll just go with Zalia Allen and Sweet It Is for a bit of insurance in the Association Cup. We'll take Awesome Project and Smashing Sally in the second leg. Buckle Up Wes and Ollie Bale in the Golden Easter Egg final. And in the fourth leg, we're going to try and get some value. We've got Calm Model, Red Road, Double Trigger, and Zipping Willow has a really good record from the box 8.
Okay, fantastic. Enjoy Saturday night, mate.
Yeah, it should be a fantastic night. You enjoy it too, Ben.
Yep, have a good time on Golden Easter Egg night. We'll see you next time on Chasing the Dollar.